So, what's good, y'all? Thank you for joining me once again on this lovely YouTube channel. This channel is going to be based around. I'm still experimenting right now, so it's really figuring out exactly what I want to do with this YouTube channel. But as for now, I'm doing anything and everything that I want to do. So, stay tuned because I have big things coming. I have very essential videos that you guys will really want to watch, and I believe that you will really gain a lot of value that you can take into action from watching these videos. And we're gonna build a community over here, you know what I'm saying? Because really we wanna stay high. Okay, we want to keep vibrating at that high level. So yesterday I finished reading a book, and this book is called How Successful People Think. It's by John C. Maxwell, and I have some notes here that I would love to share with you guys, and hopefully we can all take a little something from this. So first thing, I have a list of what big thinkers do. First thing that big thinkers do, they learn continually. And I want you guys to please excuse the background noise. Got a lot of family over right now. But I had to get this video out. So the first thing big thinkers do is they learn continually. They never stop learning. Of course, there's a point of where we know certain things. There are certain things in life that we do know. But when you have that perspective of wanting to learn from anybody and anything, there's no sort of discrimination. That's what big thinkers do. And you want to be a big thinker. You do not want to put yourself in a box, because that's what society wants you to do. They want you to be a person that just looks to meet the status quo and nothing else. Okay? Of course, there's balance to everything, but hey, you decide at the end of the day, limited thinking or big thinking. Number two thing that big thinkers do is they listen intentionally. When you are in a state of, let's go back to knowing it all. When you're in a state of knowing it all, and let's say, for instance, we've all had moments where you're in a conversation and you're talking more than you're listening. Okay. So remember your demeanor when you're talking to somebody you really respect. Just get that in your head right now. How are you talking to them, G? Okay? How are you talking to them? Because 9 times out of 10, you're looking to really soak in knowledge and you're listening intentionally. But when you're talking to someone that you may feel like you really can't learn anything from, which is, you can learn from anybody, but this is just an example. You may not listen as much as you talk, and you're giving gems. So really look into listening intentionally, being in the moment. Okay, be present. Number 3 thing that big thinkers do is they look expansively. They have a broad view of where they want to go. They have a broad view of the way they see things. Okay. Number 4 thing that big thinkers do is they live completely in the moment, completely immersed in what they're doing. There's a saying, I wrote it down. It was basically, he ended up saying, it was from somebody else. And I didn't write who it was from. I wish I did. But it basically said, do what you're doing like you're doing nothing else. Like nothing else matters. Anytime you're in an action, do it like nothing else matters. And that really stuck with me, because it's like you can be focused on one task, the first thing's first thing, and you're already, before you're even done with that first thing, you're looking at the second, third, fourth. It's okay to have that end goal picture and claim what's going to happen and walk in your power. But you also have to be present. You have to live completely in the moment, because there's some things that if you're moving too fast, if you're, you might miss some things. So the number 5 thing is to look beyond the immediate. A saying in here is, a person who forgets the ultimate is a slave to the immediate. That was, I had to underline that one. Hold on. I don't know if y'all could see that. I had to underline it because that was such a nice little line. I've never heard it explained in that way. And so, man, that really helped me out as far as just gaining a better understanding of what I should do in certain moments and how I should see things. Okay, what number are we on? 6? Yeah, we're on 6. Remove distractions. Okay, distractions are huge. You have to remove distractions, but you have to also remove yourself from the distractions. Okay, things that do not serve you, things that are taking you away from your true purpose, your dream, because that's going to power your goals. That's going to power you to get to your goals. Okay, having your goals is cool, but your dream is going to give you that power and that follow through. Okay. 7, create time for focused thinking. Focused thinking requires solitude. It requires strategic thinking as well. You have to ask yourself certain questions to get certain answers, to meet certain requirements that you have to meet. Okay, so create time to let your subconscious give you the answer. Okay, because you have the answer. Okay. Forgot what number 8. I believe it's number 8. Number 8 or number 9 is set goals. Okay. Set goals and make sure they're I like to use the smart goal setting method. Make sure they're measurable. Make sure they're time efficient. Make sure you can actually attain it and breakable down steps. Yeah. So the next one is big thinkers believe that they can. They believe that they can do the certain thing they set out to do. And they believe it to the point to where they can't be shaken from it. They keep going when others may stop they believe that it can happen. They have that just keen understanding of getting to that point. Oh, wait. No. Okay. And the last thing that big thinkers do is look for the good in every situation. It was a story that Mr. Maxwell put in here. He was talking about, I forgot the other fella's name, but this dude with Sam Walton. Okay, Sam Walton with Walmart, right? And so they went to this store out in Huntsville, Alabama. And when they walked in, this fellow, he was basically thinking to himself, nothing had to be said to him and Sam, but he was thinking to himself how horrible this place was. This store was horrible looking. There was stuff all in the middle of the aisles. There was nobody in the store. Like, it was horrible, right? And so when they walked in, him and Sam told him, he was like, all right, let's go different ways. You go over there, I go here. Let's check out this store. And the dude, he literally walked around and said he didn't see anything. Like, he was just looking at how disgusting it was and how they weren't really doing anything. It was horrible. And when they met back up, Sam Walton was like, did you see the pantyhose rack? He was like, that's the best pantyhose rack I've ever seen. And then he also mentioned, it was another little section. He was like, we only have 4 feet at Walmart or at our stores, but they have 12 feet. Like, we need to get on this now. And so he didn't even need to. The fellow ended up saying how Sam Walton didn't even need to say like, "What did you learn from this?" or "What can we learn from this?" It was just the fact of, excuse me. It was the fact of that's what he did. He just showed out. He was just showing him through his actions. Like, you have to look at the positive in those situations. You know what I'm saying? So that was really a great story that stuck with me because it shows you how successful people think. Okay. So with each chapter, if you read this book or if you haven't, you'll see, which I recommend you should, you'll see that after every chapter, there's a thinking question. And I love this because it allows you to come up with some of your own answers and kind of, or some of your own thoughts, and put that in context with action, basically. So a thinking question I wanted to leave, and I'm about to wrap this up, is, am I thinking beyond myself in my world so that I process ideas with a holistic perspective? That's good right there. That's very good. And the last thing, and this is, man, I can't stress enough how much this has, I would say, affected me. But this hit me like this was a dagger, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is why I'm even more getting out of this shell of, saying I'm gonna do this, saying I'm gonna do that, hop into one thing and another, and just following through. It was a quote in there that said, "The immature mind hops from one thing to another. The mature mind seeks to follow through." That's key, especially in the age of information that we're in. It's if you don't have that vision, it's easy to just hop from one thing to the next, and then you're like in a state of analysis paralysis, and you don't stick to one thing. You have to be patient. Patience is definitely a virtue. It's definitely something we have to work on. And yeah, so basically, long story short, I hope you guys got something from that. That was just a little bit of what I kind of learned from that book. It was a great book. I want to do sort of like book clubs with you guys, or end up eventually having talks with you guys, of course, and maybe we can really get some intellectual conversations going, because my boy Rod Hayes, shout out Rod Hayes, he said, it was a quote he said, each one teach one and we all reach some. And that's big right there. You know what I'm saying? So I hope y'all having a good day. Peace, love, light. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all do something good for yourself today. Don't forget to get in a little solitude. Get out there, of course, but be wherever you are. Get some time to yourself. Make some time for yourself, whether it be 5 minutes, an hour. Just have that time for yourself, and make sure we're setting our goals, attaching them to our dreams and our visions, and we are emotionally charging these things and holding ourselves accountable. Okay, this is discipline. This is habit. And yeah, so I hope y'all have a good Saturday. You know what I'm saying? It's a good day today. If y'all check out UFC, I low-key got a bet. I got a bet on UFC on Leon Edwards, and I think that's today. Leon Edwards and Kimura, or I don't want to say his name wrong. Usman. Yeah, I got Leon Edwards. So that's just a little throw out there, you know what I'm saying? Because my cousin hit me up, but he was like, yeah, Leon Edwards finna get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? So y'all have, long story short, y'all have a great Saturday. Thank y'all for tuning in. And peace. Defying odds, passing tests, I'm thanking God from the bottom to the top.